here in Japan, bicycles are not just a mode of transportation but a way of life, especially for running errands like grocery shopping or commuting from home to the train station or vice versa. This means 99% of the people living here, particularly the children, already know how to ride bicycles. So, practicing how to ride a bicycle when you are a little bit older than when you're supposed to can be a little challenging.
Ali. Ali. Ali yun. Tanaw lang forward. Sige, lahos daw dito. Hala, 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 hala. Tumas man ni rin. Sige, go. Tindak na dyan ka. Then. Kaya mo yan. Halika dito.
Long story short, I grew up not having the opportunity to have a bicycle, let alone learn how to ride one. That's why I'm so happy and proud that I managed to overcome this challenge and that I teach myself how to ride a bike without any bruises. Now, this may be just a simple thing for most people, but it's a milestone in my life. Because growing up with almost nothing and coming from a very simple background, this is quite an achievement for me. So I'm sharing my story with the hope that it will be useful to anyone who needs to know about this. I hope it can be helpful and encouraging for you. Moving on, let's talk about the steps. So the first step in learning how to ride a bicycle is getting the right gear. Safety is paramount. So don't skip out on a good helmet and protective pads. For beginners, I recommend choosing a bicycle that's the right size for you, one where you can comfortably touch the ground with your feet while seated. This gives you more control and confidence as you start. If you're a short person like me, though, let me save you the trouble of worrying. So, the seat there is adjustable. You don't have to worry about not reaching your feet to the ground because you can definitely adjust it to the height that fits you. Actually, this was a little bit of a problem for me back then because I didn't know how to adjust it. I knew because I read the manual, it says that there's a way to adjust the height of the seat, but then I just didn't know how to do it. Luckily, there was someone who was helping me at that time. So, yeah, please read the manual of your bicycle if you don't know how to adjust it, or you may ask your friends to help you with that. Now, moving on to step two, finding the right place. Find a safe and spacious area to practice. Ideally, look for a flat, open space with little to no traffic. This will give you the freedom to focus on balancing without worrying about obstacles or cars. Once you're comfortable, look for a slight slope, but make sure it's not too steep, as that could be really overwhelming. The gentle slope will help give you some momentum to move forward, allowing you to focus on balancing without worrying about pedaling just yet. Now, step three, balancing and controlling. Before you even start pedaling, it is important to get a feel for the bike's balance. Stand next to your bike, hold on to the handlebars, and walk alongside it. Once you're comfortable, try sitting on the saddle and simply walking the bike forward with your feet. This helps you understand how the bike responds to your movements and builds your confidence. Now, step number four, glide before you ride. A great way to ease into riding is by practicing gliding first. So, sit on the bike, push off the ground with your feet, and try to glide as far as you can without pedaling. This exercise helps you focus on balance and steering. As you get better at gliding, you'll naturally feel when it's time to start pedaling. And by the way, this is the time that I used the slide slope. So it was better. It actually accelerated my learning because, like I said, the slope will give you the momentum that you need so that you keep on moving forward, and that way you can really focus more on the balancing part. Now comes the exciting part, pedaling. Start with one foot on the ground and the other on a pedal. Push off with your grounded foot while simultaneously pressing down on the pedal. Keep your focus on maintaining balance and try not to worry too much about speed. Remember, it's okay if you wobble or if you need to stop and restart. This is all just part of the learning process. Step 6. Practice turns and stops. As you gain more confidence with straight line riding, start practicing gentle turns and controlled stops. Use your body weight to help guide the bike into turns, and practice using both the front and rear brakes to come to a smooth stop. The more you practice, the more natural these movements will feel. Step 7. Don't be afraid to fail. Learning to ride a bike as an adult can come with its challenges. You might wobble, you might fall, and children might see you, and that's okay. The key is to not give up. Every mistake is a learning opportunity, and every small victory is a step closer to mastering the skill. Step 8. Enjoy the ride. Once you've got the hang of it, riding a bike can be incredibly freeing and a joyful experience. It's not just about transportation, it's about the sense of accomplishment, the freedom to explore, and the pure enjoyment of the ride. So don't forget to enjoy. That is the most important thing of whatever it is that we are doing. Learning to ride a bicycle has been a milestone for me, and I hope sharing my journey has been helpful and inspiring for you. Whether you're learning as a child or as an adult, remember that it's never too late to try something new. So get out there, gear up, and enjoy the ride. And remember, it's all about having fun and enjoying the process.